this is the boy 2795 here with an interesting concept. On some servers they ban wireless redstone, which is kind of a pain. Because look how awesome this is. See? Wireless redstone. Open sesame. Close sesame. Now let's see. Let's go to my alchemy bag here. This is my this is single player, super flat. Yeah, I just did this in the simplest way possible, no advanced wiring. It's the same on both sides if you look. See, it's just powers the two pistons with a toggle latch. Pretty simple. Okay, so, look how convenient that is, see? Now, like I said, some servers ban this because of potential lag issues. Might I suggest an alternate? I have two ender pouches here, which, if you know anything about the ender chest mod, are linked directly to these chests, a red ender chest and a white ender chest. Or, sorry, black ender chest and a white ender chest. And a white ender bag and a black ender pouch. I mean pouches, yes, both times. So anyways, these two pouches are connected to those two chests. See, watch this. Watch right. See, the chest opens when I open the bag. And when I open the chest, the bag opens in my inventory. See, they're linked by color. Unfortunately, there's only one for each color of wool, and they're not player specific, so that can be a little tricky to do. But anyways, these ender chests are linked, and I've got a sorting machine and block detectors. I bet you can guess what I'm going to do if you just think about it hard enough. Okay, so simple enough. The black ender chest has 8 colors of wool in it. You can make this up to 16 because of the 16 colors. And I'm thinking there's a way you could even do it with having one color as like an assembly, but I'll get into that later. So let's go with white. So I want to trip the white circuit. So I'm going to throw the white wool in. This is quite a bit higher latency. See? It tripped the white circuit. Now it looks like it tripped the others. That's because lamps have transparency, so the light shines through them and is more apparent through them. But that's lamps. Now if you look back in the black bag, the white wool's back in there. If I want to trip the pink lamp, I go over to the white bag, put it in. Yep. And okay, I'm sure that did light it. It just was too fast to see. Let me check that. I might have. Oh, okay, it should have worked. I don't know. All I know is these are a bit glitchy sometimes with their lighting. Okay, it lit. So anyways, like I said, you got just a standard, basically a sorting system here. And see. Now what I'm thinking about doing in the future is having there be a compile bit of sorts. Like have there be a let's say have red wool be our compile color. So if I want to light 3 outputs at the same time, I would then throw 3 colors. But I'll just do a video on that later. But this is pretty simple how it works. Like I said, so basically a sorting machine with block detectors that go. Very, very simple. I'm sorry if I'm rambling, but it looks like looks like I made something way overcomplicated. But okay, assuming let's make these two systems the same, where you have, but in this case where you have all the remotes, which are very simple, and all of the all your remotes and all of the physical blocks, because you're going to integrate this with the computer system. Now, this one is not integrated, but it would be very easy to integrate with the computer system. for wireless. You basically would hook the it would about double the system size, so it would really make it less efficient to hook it into a computer. But the wireless Redstone Chicken Bones edition is much cheaper. This is for both ends, and this is for one end. And this is still greater by 2,650 EMC cost. That's figured in raw resources. These are all the raw resources you need to make these, which then make this joyous device here. Now, I've never seen anything like this, but I haven't looked very hard either, so, you know, if this is like a direct copy of anybody's device, let me know. And, but yeah, that's pretty much it for this. I think, was there anything else? No. Yeah, let's see. I mean, you know, oh, yeah, one last thing. If by chance you were able to accidentally if you accidentally, let's say I accidentally drop my dark matter pick in there, see, it would go through the system and then immediately back into the other bag. That was the cheapest way to do it, because it only required like one iron, 2 brass, and 1 glass extra. So in other words, 7 regular pipes and 1 restriction pipe. In other words, just like nominally cheap comparatively to the rest of it. But yeah, I mean, just, you know, feel free to use this design in anything that you want. Just don't say that you came up with it first, because I'm not even sure I came up with it first. So, you know. Future suggestions, though, like I said, would be to add a compile bit of sorts. In fact, that'll be my next video. I will have a multiple, so that you can trip multiple colors at the same time. Well, or within a certain latency of each other. But that might be a lot more work than I'm thinking it is. So I'll have to play around with it here on my super flat map. Just, you know. By the way, I'm going to probably end up using the same map over and over again with all this stuff, so expect some familiar scenery every time you look around. But yeah, like I said, this is great for servers that have wireless Redstone banned. As much as I mean, there's certain things I like about this system, such as the compactness. You know, I mean, come on, I can trip that with a button and two extra other, with 3 blocks literally of space taken up total. Well, 3 plus 1, so actually 4 blocks of space taken up for the whole system, whereas this thing is massive, plus takes up 2 inventory slots. But yeah, see, there's 1 color of each wool in the system by default. You can add more to that to have multiple pulses. And see, those are very close because, you know, yeah, the only, like I said, it has a really high latency, so don't expect anything instant, especially if you start using dark gray and stuff. If you were to expand it, instead of expanding out that way, I would expand it this way, and then I would, instead of just outputting directly, I would output into bundled cables. I'd put the lamps here for demonstration purposes, but what I easily also could have run it through a bundled cable system and then put these on the other end. But yeah, I'll take a quick look and show you what it actually requires. Just run down the list. 26 pneumatic tubes, 16 wooden covers. 16 wooden cover strips, which ends up being like, I think it's being like 18 wood or whatever, or not 18 wood, like 3 wood planks. A whole bunch of different, you need 8 non-coated cables, and then 3 of each color that you want to add to this. Unless it's recessed in the ground, then you'll need 2 of each. You need 8 repeaters, not the Minecraft repeaters, but the Redpower repeaters. They're the ones that are crafted using the wafers and such. And then you need a timer. Yeah, I got cut off there for a second, but so you need a sorting machine, battery box, item detector, 3 Redpower 2 solar panels, an ender chest, and 2 ender pouches. Look up the crafting recipes. I'm not going to go over all the crafting. Let's see, and these are raw resources. You need like 19 stone, 10 cobblestone, 48 sand, 14 wool. Divide that into the correct color. I mean, that's just an estimation on the wool. 46 planks, 1 glass, or sorry, 7 glass. 48 coal, and the 48 sand are smelted in an alloy furnace into silicone bowls and cut into the different wafers you need. You need 2 gold ingots, 14 iron, a bunch of redstone, a bunch of nickelite, all for doping wafers, and some of the RE batteries, and then the redstones for machines, and like I said, doping wafers, tin for batteries, silver for blue alloy for making battery box, copper. You need the different colors of wool for the ender chest and the ender pouch to make them colored. Oh yeah, quick. Sorry, in a second. Obsidian. You need 6 of that for the ender chest. Leather. You need 6 of that for the ender pouches. Ender pearls for the ender pouches. It just requires a whole lot less than the other. That is actually the only benefit if you don't have a ton of pearls sitting around. 8 blaze powder and 8 blaze rods. Let's make a day real quick. Whereas this requires like 24 ender pearls, 96 glowstone, 128 redstone, 40 obsidian, and 1 stone. So interesting thing about the bags, I'm not sure how many people know this, but so you have a white bag in my hand, and this is the black chest. Watch what happens when I right click the black chest with the white bag. It makes it into a black bag. If I go over here, and it basically they just link to each other when you do that, which I think is pretty sweet. That's, I mean, unless someone comments and says, "Hey, stupid, you forgot this." That's all. So, just I don't have a good outro, so take it easy.